I'm President Chad Norman Day of the Tahltan Central Government. I represent the collective title and rights of the Tahltan Nation. We have a territory slightly larger than Portugal, slightly smaller than South Korea. Our territory has about 70% of the Golden Triangle. We've always been avid miners since time immemorial. We used to mine obsidian at Mount Edziza and utilize it for tools, weaponry, and for trading goods. It's very important that we continue to protect that area for our generation and future generations to come.
The Tahltan Guardian program started in 2016 due to concerns around decreasing animal populations in our territory. Our key priority was to get out on the land and make a presence. Regulation enforcement wasn't good enough and no on-the-ground data was being collected. We needed to be out on the land to see for ourselves what was really going on. Being out on the land showed us what we need to do to steward our territory in a good way. Mount Edziza is a sacred place for Tahltans. The area is also very important for our wildlife. Protection of this land is an accomplishment that all Tahltans can be proud of.
Skeena's been operating in the Golden Triangle in British Columbia in Tahltan territory for about 7 years now. The Golden Triangle is a legendary mining district famous for high-grade gold, silver, and copper mines. Skeena is focused on revitalizing the Eskay Creek project, which, when it operated from 1994 until 2008, was the highest grade gold-silver mine in the world. Before Skeena acquired Eskay, we had several other projects in the area, including the Spectrum property. Over the last 7 years, Skeena has gotten to know the Tahltan people and its leadership quite well, and I consider Chad Day to be a friend. It was a couple years ago at a mining conference over dinner that Chad explained to me how important Mount Edziza is to the Tahltan culture, and that a mine being built on the Spectrum property would not be accepted by the Tahltan Nation. I was shocked and surprised to hear this news, but given that Skeena is committed to reconciliation with Indigenous peoples through responsible and sustainable mine development, we listened and tried to learn. And it was through a series of follow-on conversations with Chad Day that the idea for the Nature Conservancy came about.
Since day one of meeting Walt and the Skeena team, it was clear to me that this was a group of people that were very progressive, that wanted to do business the right way in Tahltan territory, and by building on that collaborative relationship that's been very respectful from the beginning, we were able to work collaboratively to eventually establish this conservancy. And it's a huge accomplishment for our people, for our nation, and I really look forward to continuing to work with the Skeena team moving forward.
Creating this Mount Edziza Conservancy, to me, is just another, it's an example of a win-win-win-win. All the way down the line. Skeena Resources, some fantastic, really far-sighted thinking. The BC government's tremendous support of this. A number of foundations like Nature Conservancy of Canada, the BC Parks Foundation, and of course the Tahltan. The Tahltan were so instrumental in making this happen, and that conversation between the Tahltan leaders and Skeena Resource leaders really is what drove this deal with the support of all the others. This conservancy is right beside Mount Edziza Provincial Park, which is one of BC's gems. And I'm so very pleased that we've been able to make this all happen, coming together with so many different groups to add this conservancy to the BC Parks Conservancy system with Indigenous people supporting this as an example of what can be done in BC, and as something that all citizens and all peoples will be able to enjoy forever. And that's a very beautiful word.
The province of British Columbia and the Tahltan Central Government have worked together in a number of areas to create enduring partnerships in mining, in wildlife management, and conservancy. The Mount Edziza Conservancy is a real achievement of which everyone is very proud, an enduring accomplishment that will serve all of us well into the future. We've accomplished a lot. Of course, there's more to do, but this project is really a major step forward.
Promoting responsible mining is an essential part of Franco-Nevada's business. At Eskay Creek, our involvement goes back over 20 years. We've been so impressed in recent years with the vision that the Skeena team have for the future of the deposit. I think the partnership between Skeena and the Tahltan, and in particular Walter and Chad working together, is such a positive example of how mining companies and First Nations can find common ground where they both benefit. We're delighted to be involved and hope to shine a light on this project as an example for resource development in Canada.